All right, guys, welcome. It's a special edition of The Running Journey, the podcast. Today we're live from LA, Los Angeles, just outside of Venice Beach. We're in a recording studio that we booked just for this podcast. This is partly Run with Rob running group and partly just awesome people that we're running with. And we're all running here in the Surf City Marathon on Sunday. Woo! I'm interested in knowing, Labby, I'm going to start with you. You're going to take the hot seat right off the bat. You're going to go in the middle. Thanks for coming, Labby. You did a 1:58 half marathon last year at Run with Rob.
Yes.
What's your goal for this marathon in 2 days? First, I'm just going to ask a number.
Right now?
Yeah, what would you like to do?
Like hurricane conditions? We're talking
Yeah, we can talk about the conditions in a bit, but I would
2 weeks ago, I was feeling much better.
And now you're feeling?
Like same. I'm back to zero on my training.
Zero on the training?
It's back to what I was like a year ago when we did Run with Rob.
Okay,
I'd say.
And you did a 1:58 then?
Yeah. So I just want to beat that.
Uphill in Sandylands.
Ideally, the 155.
155 would be an ideal day. Now they're announcing 60 mile an hour, 60 kilometer winds, gusting up to 70. It is.
We did a run against the wind. Maybe not as strong.
Yeah.
But
I was cutting the wind.
You were cutting the wind. I was hiding behind you. That's correct.
155.
Sea level?
Sea level. What else we got going for us, Trav? Here.
Flat?
Flat. Sea level.
Cheater
flat.
shoes.
Cheater shoes.
Yeah, cheater shoes.
We were running on the gravel last time.
It might be hot. Might be a little too hot. Now, what's working against us, guys, this weekend? Gusts.
Heavy rain.
Possible rain.
Possible monsoon rain.
Yeah.
And Labby's pudding.
Alcohol?
Labby's pouting.
Beers.
Fears.
Also, we'll see how many beers tomorrow.
Yeah,
Planning
ideally,
on all waters tomorrow.
yeah, ideally you don't drink tomorrow, but you can if you want to.
Don't touch the mic,
I'm confident.
A very special edition of the running journey today. Why is the microphone so close to him?
How to make a guest feel uncomfortable.
Speak in the mic. Speak in the mic, please. Okay, so considering those factors, there's like 3 or 4 on the pro side, 3 or 4. I can tell you, I ran this race. It's sea level is huge,
Nice.
and it was good temperature. It's huge, and
I just want to beat Diego.
okay, now we're getting into it. 155, just like to beat Diego.
Sorry, I
How's
can't
the
hear
training
you.
gone? He's
Speak in the mic.
next. He's on deck here. How's the training
Training's
gone?
been good.
Yeah,
Past 2 months, I'd say. 4 or 5 runs a week.
4 or 5 runs a week,
Yeah.
and you topped
Nice.
out at
12 miles.
whoa.
But very slow pace though.
12 miles. Do you know how long a half marathon is?
It's just, well, yeah.
Do you know? It's 13.
Yeah. I just didn't want to go the whole way.
No, but then you can't. You said you're at 0 when I asked you how your training's going. You said
Yeah,
0.
but just because I did 12 miles doesn't mean
That's not 0.
No, I meant in terms of like what my body can do like at a fast pace. Like not anybody can do 12 miles.
Not
Like,
anyone can do 12
How
miles.
long was your 12-mile run?
10 minute
2
miles.
hours?
Yeah.
10 minute miles? Oh,
Yeah.
good.
So
Okay, so that's a
Easy,
212.
easy pace.
That's a 212 average, or 211 or 212. We'll get back to you, Labby, but I think that's phenomenal training, and I think you've proven that you can do it. This is your third if you count the trail half in Houston.
Yeah.
You're
But
right
I'm
now.
also training like this is more for my
The full.
marathon. Yeah.
Yeah,
Marathon
there's a bigger goal here.
It's kind of
Yes,
marathon.
exactly.
Which one?
You.
You're talking
Grand-
about
Man-
Manitoba?
Manitoba
Grandma's
Marathon.
marathon.
Grandma's Marathon in Fargo.
Duluth.
Duluth.
Yeah.
How come you're choosing to go there again?
Because I'm more motivated if it.
You have to go somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you
I can
committed.
back out of the Manitoba one.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I'm
so
gonna go,
easy. You've
but-
done it before.
Yeah.
It's easy to back out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. Well, I'll get back to you, but you're one of the favorites in my mind right now, just based on what you've told me. Diego, how's our gain? How's our sound?
It's getting better and better.
Okay, you're in the seat. You're up next. You're in the seat, Diggsy.
Thanks for having me
Yeah,
on
thanks.
your show.
I'm still working on it, but
Diggsy, you're up. Diggsy.
How do you like that?
Yep. Yeah, it's working. Is it working?
Yeah, usually you just need to.
Put some blankets down.
Yeah.
How do we feel about the goal? Let's start with the goal.
The what?
The goal, the objectives, the time objective.
Oh, I just want to finish strong, and just work hard.
Okay.
That's what we want to do up there.
I'd like you to put a number to it if you don't mind.
Oof.
Don't if you're not comfortable, but please do.
Anywhere from 1 to 2.
Well, what's the break 2 hours?
Quite tighten that up.
1 to 2.
Quite tighten that up a little bit.
1 to 2 hours.
Yeah. I really thought of it.
What are your career times? You've got a 2:02 in Houston.
Mm-hmm. No, 2 flat.
Was it 2 flat?
Whoa.
Was it 2:02, 2:01?
No. It
Too
was
flat.
202.
No, it wasn't 2. I wasn't 2 minutes behind.
Mine was 201 and a half, and you're.
Who won that one?
Diego quit on me. My last 2 miles.
So wait, you guys had 2 miles left and you kept pushing?
Yeah.
No, what happened
Diego
was at the
complained
10
about not
mile
having
mark,
water.
at the water station, I said, let's stop for water. And Labby said, sure. And we get to the water station, and I went for water, and Labby kept running.
The old
Left me in the dust.
Put me
Dodger.
back in the seat. I'll tell you the real story.
So basically,
Okay. So you have a 2:02 under your belt. I'd run with Rob. You did like a 2:40 or something like that?
no, I was at 2:15.
2:15?
2:17.
2:17. So you don't really know what you have in you. But I jogged with you in the running club last week.
Mm-hmm.
You did 10K. You
Mhm.
did not breathe hard once at all. To me, it looked like you were.
walking in the park.
Yeah, 10K is a walk in the park. It's Labby would say, anyone can do
Anybody
it."
can do a 10K.
So I don't know how your longer term cardio is, but you look really good. I don't think you should go in there expecting or hoping to do more than 2 hours, right? Your goal should be to break 2, right?
Yeah.
You think you're gonna follow a pacer or?
I'll follow Labby.
Okay, all right, follow Labby. And yet we've got 3 more guys to get in the hot seat yet. And let's get to them right now. Let's get to Phil.
Actually,
Marker.
I gotta stay with Phil.
You're gonna stay with Phil?
If that leg.
No, I'll start with TJ because I want to split the 2 Jansens up. TJ, let's bring you up here.
Yeah.
Please go have your chest right in the microphone if you can, please, as tight as you possibly can. TJ, the youngest one here today.
Yeah.
You have 1 half marathon under your belt?
Just one, yep.
What was your time? 2:02, 2:03?
Just under 202. 201.50 something.
That was during Run with Rob?
That was, yes.
We had no idea what to expect. Did you know what to expect when you ran that one?
No idea. Never ran that distance before. The longest I ran before Run with Rob was 10 miles.
Okay.
As my training run.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was your, how many training runs did you do for Run with Rob last year?
Probably around 20. Probably around 20.
Really?
Yeah.
You were
I
talking
did.
a big game at the office of no training.
No. I wasn't saying that narrative was being pushed on me.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I was kind of
Like the bullying narrative. From
Yeah,
the
I was doing some work behind the
20
scenes.
jogs. That's awesome. That's
Yes.
probably more than Diggs did.
I ran every day in January.
That's more than me.
Last
That's
year.
more than me.
Last year. Sounds like a fence.
Yeah.
Sore spot there, Diggs. You okay?
Last year.
Okay, so 20 jogs last year.
Yeah.
This year.
I ran every January.
I'll call Liz, see what she says. How many jogs this go around for this race in preparation for this race? More or less than the number of beers you've consumed today
Beers consumed today.
versus jogs?
Jogs, maybe 1 or 2 more jogs than beers consumed today, but overall, way less than Run with Rob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you did do a 7 miler last week.
I did, yes. I did a 7 mile on Saturday.
Okay.
Last Saturday.
And now you're tapering.
Extreme tapering. yeah.
Extreme tapering.
Extreme tapering.
Now the one thing that you have going for you is the cheater shoes.
Yeah, I bought the Alpha Flies last month, and I absolutely love them.
So all things being equal, last time you did a 202, 201.
Yeah.
A little less trained, sea level, wind, monsoon. What's your goal?
I haven't thought of a number, but I'd probably put it at around 210.
Whoa.
It's far, but I want to give myself some room.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think you could, honestly, you look like you're in good shape.
You could push for 205.
All right. Hey, I'm not your school teacher. I'm
Yeah,
not your
give me. I don't know.
Give me the gears a little bit.
It's supposed to do 145 now? Or?
No. It's got to be a real goal.
Yeah. Well, 205.
You think
is a good
two's out?
goal.
You don't think it's
I don't think I can do under 2. No,
No,
I don't
okay.
think I have the long-term endurance
Okay.
for that. No.
Even if Dad runs with you.
Might be some good motivation, but I don't think I can stick with it.
What
for
about to
2.
beat these guys?
Well, we'll see. I think out on the course, I mean, when I'm surrounded by these guys, I think it might change completely, but we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do respect that.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe 205-ish. See how it goes, and if you
205.
got something in you, you might push and hard. And
I
go
might
for
push.
something.
That's
All right.
right.
I like that.
I'll try to stick with these guys for as long as possible. Yeah.
All right. What are you doing for gel strategy? Does anyone have a gel strategy or a?
Somewhat.
Yeah. Let's hear it, Labby.
Are they giving us gels in the course?
Yeah. There's
One.
gels at
For half, they're giving us 1.
mile what, 5 or 6?
Something, I don't know. Maybe later.
So I know that for the full, it's at 12 and 21.
You can bring your own though, right?
I brought
Yeah.
some gels if
I'll
anyone
bring
wants.
3. 3 for a half is a lot.
In it,
Yeah.
But last time I actually gave one to Diego because he was struggling.
Oh.
So you're welcome.
It's not true. I wasn't struggling because we didn't stop for water. Fucking dying.
No. He wasn't struggling. I was just being nice.
You're very nice.
Yeah.
Gels,
Caffeine or no
gels
caffeine?
help.
Um,
Ton.
2
I think the gels help, but
Yeah,
it,
they
it
do.
helps if you've done them before.
Right.
You don't want to. I think.
I've never tried gels before.
Oh, it's
tough
good.
They're tough
Okay,
to bring
I don't know.
down the throat a little bit. But
I mean, if you think you need a little boost of Ruski,
Yeah, maybe if I'm really pushing for
They
that
help.
time, but
Yeah, they help.
Yeah, okay.
there's definitely a little bit of caffeine in them.
It's good to know.
No caffeine.
No caffeine.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring Mr. Marcoux up here. Phil, you're in the hot seat. That doesn't mean I'm done with you just because you're not in the hot
Oh,
seat.
no,
You can
no.
still contribute. You can still.
Absolutely.
Phil, you were you led the Run with Rob charity event with most completed races by a person not named Rob. You did 4 half marathons.
Yeah. I wanted to do 24, but I tapped out of
You did 2 with me that day in Verdun or wherever the heck we were,
Yeah.
and then you did the Curé leg, and then you did the last leg. The 2 you did with me, that was a marathon in a day, but the last leg you came in at like just over 2 hours, right?
Yeah, I think Q and I did 204 or 202.
Yeah, and that was a tough course.
That was
it was
a
the
fun-
hilliest
that
course.
was-
the
and that was a
Falcon Lake
fun
course.
run.
It was a trail run.
Yeah, that was a fun run.
But then since then you've been running a lot.
I did 4 more halves after those
Okay.
4.
Tell me about those races.
So
or I know you did them kind of sometimes on your own. We did
Yeah.
one on the same day in
Yeah, I did
my
one.
Ironman.
I did one while you were doing your Ironman in France, and then did one on my own, one the WFPS, and then one with Marty.
Okay.
And my last 2, the 4 with you were good. The second one on the same day was
Yeah,
arguably
dude,
the worst
that was
experience of my life.
Tough. Man. You were hurting.
That was arguably the worst experience of my life.
There's one photo that's in my book. You're just keeled over, I think, and my mom's got
While
like
you're
her hand.
changing your shoes.
Yeah, and my mom's got like her hand on your back, and she's like, "You can do this," and you're like, "I don't know if I can do this." But you powered through. That was a hot day too.
But my last two halves of the year, so the WFPS and the one with Marty, I like big time hit a wall at 15, 16K. The last 5K of those 2 halves were rough.
But you
And-
knew it too, though. So
Yeah, I knew
was
they
it
were gonna
mental?
be tough, and then they were
It
tough.
was like 15, 16, I'm gonna
Yeah.
struggle.
That's
Yeah.
on your. You guys did that long jog together.
Yeah, what was that?
The beaver frosty full moon.
Yeah,
beaver,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, we did it early in the day when you did.
Yeah.
Later on there, and yeah, that was the last 5K.
Weren't you
was tough.
hungover too that day, or am I thinking of a different one?
A little bit, but that's fine.
Okay, so let's get to your goal. What's your PB? I think you did a
153.
153. Do you have a goal? Now I know you broke your arm.
Yeah, so my goal was a 145, and I was building up to an 8-minute mile about a month ago, and then I broke my arm. So I haven't ran since.
At all?
No.
Okay. Well, because doctor's orders, I guess.
Yeah.
Or you're just.
So I rode the bike just to try to stay in shape,
Say it.
but pussy. I like 205
Okay.
is my goal tomorrow.
Do you think you have a chance to break 2?
I think it'll be tough, but I think if everybody else is running for sub 2, then I'll push myself to keep up.
All
It
right.
might just be a.
On you.
We finish as a group at the end.
I
That's
love that. I love that.
Maybe
Okay.
special. Maybe special.
And do you have any?
Very special.
Do you have any cheater shoes?
Holding
I have
hands.
running shoes.
Yeah.
Like I,
Running shoes.
yeah.
Okay. Not
Carbon
cheater
Not
shoes.
cheater shoes, but they're
Who do you
running
think?
shoes.
Who do you think here
Outside.
has made the most amount of planning for his half marathon?
Of the 5 guys that are running,
Yeah, I'm thinking Labby.
Do you go right every
Phil
day
was
in
running
January?
just as much.
Mental
I-
preparation for the race.
Probably
Mentally
Trav.
is not ready.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Trav.
yeah, we forgot. Yeah, we haven't 0.
Well, Diego has not missed a day in January.
That's true.
Yeah, but Diego never
So
ran a day
maybe-
before January.
Sure, my training went.
It was like the subscribers for this channel.
Yeah, exactly. Quick spike,
It's the same chart. Same chart.
Stage right. Okay, so
and I'll go straight down after this post.
now who do you think is going to run the fastest out of you 5?
I think Trav is gonna break away.
Well, yeah.
I-
Trav or TJ?
Trav.
Well, yeah. Well,
I think
Trav's
TJ
going to stay with his.
Yeah, I think he's gonna stay with us, and then he's gonna say fuck this. And
Speaking of Trav, let's get him in the hot seat. Thanks, Phil. Trav, you and I go way back in terms of Ironman. You and I did that story of our first Des Moines Ironman is crazy because I was seeing you for something else, and you're like, "Oh, you biking?" I was like, "Yeah, I signed up for an Ironman." Like, when? I was like, June, whatever, 12th, and you're like, "Dude, I'm doing one on June 12th." Where? Des Moines.
That was awesome. Yeah.
And then it was a long day.
It was a big day. It was a big day. It was lots of.
Is that the toughest race you've ever done?
Yeah. First, hot and humidity, and even surprisingly, maybe because I'm prepared, surprising elevation, like hills.
Yeah.
I just figured Des Moines to be like Manitoba, and be flat as a pancake. But
How many Ironman have you done?
5.
5 Ironman,
Yeah,
and
5.
like dozens and dozens of halves and fulls.
No,
also?
lots of halves. Fulls, separate fulls. 4.
Okay.
Yeah, not a ton of fulls. I don't love the fulls actually. I like the variety of Ironman. That's my
Yeah.
job. Okay, distance, but training for a full, I find just separately is hard. It's a lot.
It is a lot. I mean, it's less than training for an Ironman,
Yeah.
but it's arguably more intense.
Yes. Yeah.
I find like when I'm doing my training now, I feel like I'm not putting any time in because I'm only doing like 8, 9, 10 hours a week.
Yep.
Whereby those Ironman hours are like 20 hours a week, right?
Yeah. Well, 8 to 10, you can get a lot done. Like 10's a good number to maintain and be hitting goals and target times. Yeah. 20 if you want to take it next level and.
When you did your last triathlon, your last Ironman was Houston with us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was a fun one. You did it.
That was good. Yeah, I was not quite where I was hoping to be. The run was not where I wanted to be, but yeah, I was trying to win a 12, and I was 12:10.
What were you kind of training at the end there? Or what was your peak? Like 15, 16? Yeah.
Yeah, 15. I've never been a 20-hour guy. Just not enough time in the week to get the 20 in, and so 15.
Well, the only way you get to 20 is doing 6 and 7s on the weekend,
Yeah.
like on the Saturday.
Yeah, 15. 10's a minimum, and 15 kind of where it peaks for me, and that seems to keep
How
me in
about
that
this?
balance.
How about training for like this, like a half marathon? Or do you train for this? Did you train for this?
No. So the beauty of me and my, we'll call it experience, age, wisdom,
You can
whatever.
just do whatever.
I got a lot of miles in the body.
Yeah.
Got a lot of miles in the body. So not that I've done, thank you, sir. Not that I've done, like I've always run a couple times a week. I haven't done my longest run recently, maybe like 8 miles. So I haven't done a long one, but
Anybody can do 8 miles.
I'm not overly concerned, especially with this because I'm not going for any kind of crazy time or this is more experience, enjoy, fun. Yeah. My goal tomorrow, pace bunny. I'm the 2-hour pace bunny.
You are the 2-hour
I'm
pace
the
bunny?
2-hour pace bunny
For all these boys?
All these guys.
Whoa.
So my goal is to get all these guys under 2 hours.
Okay.
59. Like just be out. That's my goal tomorrow. Is be pace bunny.
Do you think that they're able to do
I
it?
think so. Yeah. Because obviously the last 5K is always the hardest, but that's when it
They've
shifts
done already. Like
Yeah.
they've all done one.
And it does. I think it shifts more mentally and just the ability to ignore the pain and shut that down. Now, guys might regret it at supper time, but that's easy. So no, that I think if you've done it before, and you come close at 2, because I think tomorrow will be different. Even though we got some crazy condition, I think there'll be a bit of excitement. Not to knock the vibe around Run with Rob, but when you're at 10,000
Oh yeah,
people,
there will be. This is going to be different.
It'll be different.
My brother always says that the crowd gives you
100%.
20 seconds a mile. Or
Yep,
whatever.
and I've never run in cheater shoes, so I'm quite curious myself to see what
Cheater shoes are
70% shoes.
Cheater shoes are 20 seconds a mile at least, if not 30.
The crowd's 20.
The crowd's 20,
Yeah,
and then
Your
yeah,
buddy
this
says 20.
Then you got a minus for the wind and rain.
gels another 5-10 seconds a mile.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Like-
so that is my goal. 2-hour pace bunny.
2 hour pace.
So I'm actually thinking about trying to get the rabbits and the sign.
steal it from whoever.
Yeah.
Maybe we make your own.
Well, they'll have one too. Like the
Well, why don't
pace
we
bunnies.
we should
Make one.
try to see what the photos of the bunnies looked like last year, and then make you a pace
Make
bunny,
my
and
own.
you'll have a group around you.
Sure.
How do you feel? So you've done like this race traveling tourism thing before, or is this kind of new to you? Like to go to like LA for a weekend just to do a race? Because you brought it up. It was I think it was
Yeah,
my idea.
No. I kind of wanted something on the calendar because I'm doing Ironman in July, and that's a long time away. I'm not as bad as you that needs something every month on the calendar. But I did, because I'm a guy that does need it on the calendar. So it's just an extra little motivating. And this is actually going to kick off kind of my training. So yeah, it was definitely something to do, just to have the mile. So I do like this, and I've done these for years. Like, all the Ironmans are destination, right? So
Yeah.
even family trips. And
But I think the
Montreal
Ironman trips
or-
that we've done have a slightly different vibe than this kind of
Oh, a little more
marathon.
intense. Yeah, sure. This is just there's more fun factor
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, which is great. It's good to have these too.
Yeah.
Just
My brother and his planning around the meals and is a different vibe than how many beers we're gonna bring out. I'm chirping you, Charlie, wherever you are, there or there. Okay, I do want to ask about your race.
Yep.
Your next race?
Ironman Lake Placid.
Ah.
So I'll need another extra debriefing as we get closer to the date.
I was thinking of retiring forever, but I might. That was a fun race.
You seem to enjoy it. It's one
I
that's
wasn't
not that hard to
miserable.
get to. You can fly into Montreal or Ottawa. It's a
So
couple
beautiful.
hours. So yeah,
the bike
it's
is
beautiful. A little bit hilly.
tough. Yeah.
Some mountains there. So
The
that'll be-
jog is actually tough too.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, some
Okay.
big hills. The swim is flat.
Okay.
Current, No, that's where they have the cable at the bottom of the water there. Did I not tell you about this?
Cable on the bottom of the water.
It's Muir Lake,
Yeah.
and it's right at the bottom of the lake.
Okay.
There's a cable,
Yeah.
and you can see the cable when you're swimming, so you have sight. You don't have to
Oh.
so you can see the cable. It's like in the pool,
Wow. Okay.
and everyone's
That's
trying
helpful.
to be on top of the cable.
Yeah.
So if you could somehow get either within sight of the cable,
Right.
you don't have to sight. Makes the swim way easier.
Gotcha.
10 minutes
Okay.
easier.
20
Trim 10 minutes, yeah. And 15,
to know.
15 seconds per mile roughly.
70%
Almost
goggles.
15, sorry.
Yeah. What's 70% goggles, 20% preparation. What does Charlie say in marathon? 70% shoes,
20% shoes.
20%
Mental.
training, and 10% mental. Do you agree?
What? I'll let you know tomorrow. Once I
Okay.
do with cheater shoes, I'm hoping for a revelation.
Oh, this is your first time with the
First
cheater
time
shoes?
cheater shoes.
Oh,
So
wow. Are you going alpha flies?
Yes. Yeah. So I've only worn them once on the treadmill, so I'm very.
How do they
curious.
feel on the treadmill?
They feel pretty good. Like they feel.
Labby, how is your pair? You have cheater shoes?
I've used it once. That was with you, and mostly on the gravel
Yeah.
side of the road. So
Oh, that was in Falcon or whatever?
yeah.
Or in
So they're nice. I don't know how.
you
much
have the
difference.
Sauconys or the?
Yeah, the Sauconies.
So
I didn't go
am I going to be
full.
the only non-cheater
Yeah, I think
shoe
so.
guy?
I think so. TJ, you got
You
cheaters?
guys better fucking
Yeah, I
beat
got
me.
alpha flies, yeah.
You guys better beat me.
Marty's wearing my cheaters? Dixie, you got
Oh,
cheater
no,
shoes?
he doesn't.
Oh, I think it's going wrong.
Go barefoot.
Dude, you
barefoot.
It's 2 hour bunny. You have to stay with the 2 hour bunny.
He'll
We gotta
be
beat him.
fine.
We'll
He'll be
find
Yeah,
you.
we'll beat
We
him.
gotta beat him.
We'll find
Well,
out.
but
This
yeah.
is a good. What is it? Mid to front toe striker.
All
Great
proper
toes.
running?
Yeah.
Properly running?
Yeah. So you're
Joel loved your gait of the treadmill the other day.
Gait.
Oh, look at his heel toe strike. Okay, so you got that coming up. You're gonna start training. We're here to have a good time this weekend. You're gonna make sure these boys cross under 2, and if not, they're gonna have a good time. Make sure
No,
they
yeah.
finish.
100%. Yep.
If someone's kind of pushing to get through 2 and you got to leave your son, what would you do?
That'll be an interesting one. I'll have to do a bit of an assessment of go one by one. See
Yeah,
how
who
he's
needs it
feeling.
more? Who needs it
You
more?
know, 1 to 10, how you feeling? Who needs
Because you've
more?
done, like, what's your PB? You've done like a 130 something?
half 136.
Okay.
138. Yeah, 136.
So, and you do
Long
that.
time ago.
Yeah, but it's not lost. It's,
Yeah.
it's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw him without a shirt on earlier. And,
Yeah.
it's still there.
I got a lot of work to do coming next 6 months, but yeah.
Okay, so that's exciting. I'm glad
Yeah.
you're here. And yeah, I guess, you know what, maybe we should talk about maybe going to Lake Placid for an Ironman at some point. I'm not a guy who just does stuff on a
Dwayne
whim.
signed up. He'll bring your bike.
I know, and that
Super
makes
easy.
it so easy.
Super. That was part
Literally
of
fly to Montreal, fly back.
like in your gear and your bike. So easy. So that's part of the reason too. When he was kind of keen, I kind of convinced him. And
You've already got a hotel room. I can sleep in your bed.
yeah, actually, no, you could because these guys are going. There may be accommodation for you.
Oh, your family's out?
Well, I have a place right in the finish line.
Yeah, I remember
And
you
then
telling me that.
Dwayne, so I've overcommitted to hotel rooms.
Okay.
So I'm in theory sharing with Dwayne, but I also have another one
Okay.
there as backup. So there is space, especially if these
Great
guys are-
news, Michelle.
Yeah.
You signed up for another Ironman. I love it.
Yeah. So think about it. We'd love to have you.
Speaking of, when I was telling my wife about this run right here, she's like, "Where are you running again?" I said, "Oh, it's Huntington Beach." Didn't you just run in Huntington Beach? Yeah, I did. And she's like, "Aren't we going there in a month with Charlie?" Yeah, we are. So you're gonna run 3 races?
Are you back in a month,
Yeah.
Charlie?
Charlie and I are coming back here. Well, what happened is we're like, on our last podcast recording, it was like, why don't we pick a race?
Yeah.
And Charlie's like, I think there's a half marathon in, this is my Charlie imitation. I think there's a half marathon in East St. Paul. I said, yeah, like drive 8 hours. I said, why don't we just get on a plane and go somewhere warm instead? Direct flights. There's Atlanta, LA, and I knew because we'd done the due diligence.
Yeah, there's options.
Palm Springs, Phoenix, Orlando. And I sent him the 5-6 places. And I sent him the different races. And he said he picked the Huntington Beach one. So I said, okay, I'll go back.
All right.
I will know the pier on Huntington Beach inside out by the time next
sure.
month comes around.
Sure.
All right, Trav, thank you. Let's
Awesome.
bring up Marty Lafdash. We should get you on there. We should talk Ironman's fun.
Oh yeah, get you going.
Marty,
Yeah.
when did you do your first half? Last year? Run with Rob? Pretty much everyone here, eh? It's
yeah.
pretty cool.
It was a bit of a eye opener for sure.
Because you had trained.
Not enough. So started out too fast, and it was really tough, and I lost a lot of it. So
That was a Saturday afternoon.
it was a
right?
good learning experience for sure. So yeah, no, I didn't know anything about, I thought it was gonna be easier than it was for sure. Doing it, and it was not easy.
70% cruise.
Well, no.
That was a tough
not
day
enough.
though. It was a hot day, I recall. And that day
So
was
not
the-
enough. I didn't run enough. Before.
And you ended up like you started
Started
at
out too
5-minute
fast.
kilometers and
Yeah.
you couldn't keep
Just
it. You
dumb.
just collapsed and you
Yeah,
finished
classic.
in 2:10 or
Probably-
2:20.
I talked to Charlie après, Itala, when we finished, and he's like, "Yeah, the trick is don't start fast,
Don't start
slow."
fast.
And then I go,
One
He's like,
thing, if
"Yeah,
Charlie
no,
were
no."
here, he'd be telling you guys all is.
Get shoes.
Yeah.
No, he'd be saying. Well, he told you this, Marty, last week during our run. I think last week, 2 weeks ago.
It was a couple weeks ago.
Whatever. He said, just start slow. Do a negative. Do a negative split. That way, a couple things. One, you're gonna pass a bunch of people. You're gonna feel way better, and you're gonna know that you're catching up. You're gonna get your legs under you. You're not gonna worry about going out of the gate too fast. Start slow, and then just progressively every mile go a little bit
kind
faster.
of ease into it and get
Ease
the feel
into
of
it,
how you're
and you don't get scare
feeling.
yourself. And the risk in doing that, obviously, is that you start too slow, and then you end up leaving time on the table.
Yeah.
Like, don't start like 11-minute miles or anything, but like
Yeah.
you and I will make a game plan. So Marty, you're doing the full.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about that. Tell us about that decision.
I was running. I didn't stop running since the half, just because I liked it.
And that
I
was
liked running.
8 months ago.
Yeah. So, which surprised me because I was like, I hate long distance running, but actually started enjoying it, which surprised me. But now I've got friends that run, and you run and as well. But I've got other friends that started running, like
Grant,
P,
P,
Mario.
yeah, Mario.
So that helps too. And we got Garmin, so we see, you know,
This thing
runs
for
and stuff like that.
competition,
Yeah,
eh?
so it helps
It's
for that. For
very
sure.
healthy.
Now you have one, so. But yeah, and then you just invited me and Phil to come here, and we're like, yeah, sure, for sure, I'll come. and I was like, should I just do a marathon? And you were like, yeah, I think you could do it. And then you talked to Charlie, and you sort of.
Okay, for the record, I 100% thought you could do it. From the moment, I just didn't want to like oversell it to you, and I didn't want to be that guy.
But
Like,
you ever just, what, 6 weeks?
yeah, it's 6 weeks.
Yeah.
But I knew you were gonna take it
But I
seriously.
wasn't like starting from nothing because I was still running a lot.
Well, then what else did I tell you? That was the day on the hockey ride back, because
Yeah.
we go to hockey together. I said, you have to take it seriously if you're going to do a marathon. You can't
Well, yeah,
just,
I didn't want
you're
to
going to have to
say-
commit. And I said, 14, 16, 18 miles, your long runs for the next 3 weeks. I think I told you. Maybe top up at 20, right?
Yeah.
And how'd those runs
I
go?
think I did 25K like that the next day or something.
Yeah.
And that one was hard, but it was like ice.
Outside or
Slush.
treadmill?
Outside. Yeah. And I was in my I got new shoes that are they're like more trail shoes that are a little heavier.
Yeah.
So it was kind of hard first run with them, but it went okay. And then I did a 30K 2 weeks later, and it was like minus 30 wind chill.
Okay, that run,
Tried gels. That
that was the day after the blizzard. I went out that morning. It was the toughest running day
It
of the
just
year
cleared.
by far.
Yeah.
By far. It was blizzard. It was minus a lot.
Yeah.
I can't believe you did 30K that day. That's when I was like, okay, Marty's gonna do it. He's 100% gonna do it.
Yeah.
Now you just have to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did your training, and then you said, yeah, I'll do a full marathon. Now we're here. What are you worried about? What are your thoughts? Do you have some goals? Start with the goals.
I want to try under 4. I have no idea if that's going to be doable or not, but we'll see how it goes because I've never run that far. But I'm kind of worried about the shoes if I try those shoes on because I don't know if it's going to change my
30
how
seconds.
I'm running. I'm kind of worried. I'm still on the fence.
Trav, would you wear them?
Like first time, I don't know.
For a full first time, no.
You wouldn't
I'm
wear
kind of
them?
worried.
I would stick with his shoes.
Really?
Yeah. For a full, never. You've never run in them
They're
at all.
so high.
That's
They're so high.
seriously tough.
You've
Yeah.
never run in them.
Never run with them.
Okay, but we'll go for a 3 miler tomorrow.
Okay, well maybe we'll
Yeah, you try
them.
that.
Okay.
But I rule of
I'm
thumb: don't try anything new. on
Yeah,
race
I'm
day.
worried about that. That's,
No,
that's
don't do
too
new
much of a
shirts.
change.
Don't do new goggles. Don't. Do
70% though.
That's too much of a change, but I would try them on tomorrow.
Okay, we'll go for a
Try 'em out
jog,
tomorrow.
see how they feel.
Yeah.
But I would recommend against it.
Okay.
Half again, you can muscle through and hammer
Yeah.
through. But if it's a full,
If it's, I don't
Yeah,
know,
I
for
would
some
run.
reason gives me cramps on my feet or something, then I'm screwed, right?
What if I carry
well, this
your
is
other-
different. You're gonna have well, you know what's probably gonna happen is you're
Worried about the wind?
But-
4 hour?
But we'll have the wind and be with the wind, right? We'll be against
Honestly, the wind.
And it's warm out here.
well half the time it's your friend. Half the time it's your friend.
And when it's not, we'll find big people to run behind.
And there's no snow in our faces.
No snow in our faces. Think of all the minus 40s that we run outside in.
And I have tight shorts now.
Yeah, compression shorts.
Apparently that's, what is that? Is that a percentage of?
Yeah, that's, well, it's not on the
Do you guys
board,
have
but it
tight
should be.
shorts?
Because it's assumed that you have those.
Does anybody else have tight shorts?
Only
and tight
Rob.
shirts?
You have some
Vaseline?
Vaseline.
No.
Load up.
Yeah, we'll load up on Vaseline tomorrow.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
if you don't chafe.
You chafe?
Well, especially because
No, I
your
don't
shirt get wet too. and-
You never chafe?
Isn't the point of the compression shorts that it doesn't chafe?
Yeah.
Sure.
agreed.
I've never chafed.
like armpits and nipples.
Shirt,
Shirt should be good.
I'm sure we'll start my chafe because I've never run a marathon. Like,
Problem is, if it rains, then whatever you're wearing is gonna be
but you
heavier.
got stickers or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nip guards.
Stickers?
I sweat so much too, so I know I'm just gonna
Do you have nip guards for everyone?
I don't have nip guards for everyone.
We'll get our socks and our nip guards tomorrow.
But if it's,
We'll be good.
can't you just take your shirt off if it's raining that much?
I don't think you.
Yeah.
You're not supposed
You're
to.
supposed to.
Yeah, that's
But
what
what
I
are they gonna disqualify me?
Yeah, Like I think it probably does say in the race. You're
Yeah.
not.
I think
really?
you keep your shirt obviously with you, and you get a whoa, I didn't know. And you just
Put it back on. Like
Yeah.
you probably have a race official at some
Oh, I
point.
didn't know
say,
that.
"Hey, you
I mean,
gotta
we
wear
went
a
shirts
shirt."
off. We went shirts off for Run with Rob. That's about as official as it gets.
yeah, that is the most official half marathon. in-
It's
like,
sanctioned.
Like
So-
in an Ironman, if you're a pro and you get the zip right,
Yeah.
if you don't zip it up
Yeah,
across
it
the
has
finish
to
line,
be.
you're disqualified.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's
They
weird.
even
Why?
say like
It's
the
weird.
zipper has to be connected, right?
Yeah, it's weird.
70%
I don't know
here.
why.
They also don't let you record.
No way.
Yeah, it's not like this.
Right.
Yeah, it's not cool.
So you're allowed to record.
Tomorrow?
Are you allowed to record like Boston Marathon? You're allowed to.
I think
have a
so.
GoPro?
I'm bringing
Yeah.
my GoPro. Yeah.
What?
I
Okay,
did at
do
New
it
York.
until someone says no. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I bet you I could have at Ironman too. Like I was such a hacker. They would
Maybe
get
some
there.
point someone said, "Hey, what were they gonna do? Like, stop." And
Yeah. On the run, maybe.
Maybe.
But by then, whatever.
Anyway,
Okay.
my money's on Diggs tomorrow, by the way.
Okay.
Not being this guy, but
Yeah, not
Diggs.
Mr. who can do a 136.
Yeah, money's on
So he's the pace bunny,
There's a
obviously.
lot of pressure on Diggs right now.
So really,
He's got the right shoes.
there's 4 candidates
He's gonna do
really.
it.
We'll break down the candidates after, but I want to finish with you first.
Okay.
So 4 hours. I want to say this. It's been inspiring, Marty, to follow you, and I'm so pumped you're here, and I'm actually so pumped all of you guys are here. But this is going to be, Labby, I said this before about my race with you in Sandy, wherever the heck we were, and Run with Rob, when you told me you wanted to break 2 and you wanted my help, and like I felt like I had a purpose and a goal that day, and it's still one of my best memories of Run with Rob was that leg with you. So I'm excited about hoping to get you there. If you don't get there, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited you're here. Really excited you're going for this. And I'm excited about the level of effort that you've brought. So thank you, and you've actually inspired me. So thanks. Let's talk about these 4 guys here before I start crying. If there was a Vegas line, and we are kind of the committee that sets the favorites. I've asked you already. You said Diego. You had Diego as the favorites. No cheater shoes.
Gut feeling.
Gut feeling.
Yeah.
Because he's so defensive about the chirping.
30 straight days.
You know?
30 straight days of
The
jogging.
whole January. Yeah.
Fucking
Did it-
every January.
Every January you jog.
At least once.
I think it's going to come down to the kick. I'm pretty confident that, you know.
What's the kick? Last?
Well, let's say we're at mile 12.1,
Okay.
and it's like the 152 marker, and you got 8 minutes to get under 2, and there's 1 mile left. Everyone go. So we'll see who's got.
That's so fun.
See who's got that mile in them.
Just a sprint.
Well, it's kind of how I felt in San Diego. Those of you that listen to the podcast, you heard this part, but I was with 3 other guys, and we were in second place, second, third, and fourth, fifth, and we were doing like 6 minutes and 600 miles, I think. And I just put on the afterburners. It was a real race, and everyone pushed as hard as we could, and it was so fun. And I think if you guys, like, imagine the 4 of them or 5 of them are
That'd be
all,
awesome, yeah.
and like, okay, guys, let's go see who's got it, and they got to go. If that happens, my money. Ooh. See, Phil, before the broken arm, I would have 1,000% bet on you, but I'm gonna go with the Labby as my sleeper pick. If it comes to
Is
that.
it the shoes?
Yeah, cheater shoes.
Wow.
It's 70%
What?
shoes. Right?
Ah, yeah. Now we're talking.
Just I don't know about the arm. I don't know what
Are
happened.
you
Right?
wearing that cast for the run?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go? Okay.
Yeah, that's too
You
stiff.
have to. Okay.
How's the pain on that?
I don't know.
No.
Like it,
Well, like you said, you can adjust it to open up.
I can adjust how tight it is, but I haven't tried running because when
That'll
I
be
shake
fine.
it, I can feel the bone moving.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I'm trying to give it as much time as possible before I actually run.
Wait,
So-
when
But they
you're
said
jogging,
it's
you feel
calcified,
the
right?
bone moving?
Well, like when I just shake it, I can feel the bone moving.
When's the last time you drank milk, dude?
Every night at dinner.
That's your problem.
That's just the cast.
No milk.
Pushing on it though. Because you went to the doctor, right?
Yeah, like
it's
it is.
calcified.
It's healing. It's healing, but it's not healed.
It'll
So
be fine. You need to push it anyway to heal it.
I'm gonna hang back with Phil. No matter
I
what.
just we'll find somebody's gotta have Toradol around here. It's LA. Like, just give me a quick shot.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Should be able to find that.
Bit of sling.
That's what all the pro athletes do.
Okay, so the goals. All right, I love that everyone's trying to break 2. Trav wants to be the bunny. Marty wants to break 4.
So if there's a flood, what's our plan?
Details.
Flood warning.
And it goes.
No, there's never any floods out here.
The ocean's right there. Great drainage.
Okay, did you smack your shows? All right, that was super fun. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Really excited about the follow-up when we digest the results, the goals, the objectives, how everyone did, and we can analyze. Yeah, well, yeah. When they were from the airport.
Oh yeah,
No, we'll do it from the airport. Lots of time.
Do it in the hot tub.
No.
Sunny.
Yeah.
Sunday night from the
Sunday
hot
night
tub.
hot tub, yeah. Okay.
All right, we're done.
Well, it's fresh.
All right.